The citrus is really dominant. Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and today we're starting with a series of Glenmorangie single malt whiskies. And the introductory video I took a few days ago, and now I found the time to look after the single whiskies. And the first is the flagship of Glenmorangie, the 10-year-old, the original. And if you look carefully at the label, at the box, then you see the original, very dominant on the box, and the 10 years old is quite small in the bottom. So the original, this is the most important marketing message we see here on the card box. Glenmorangie is it's the most often sold single malt whiskey in Scotland. This is quite a number, and if the Scots are that good in the production of whiskey, then their favorite whiskey should be, well, something to show. So this one is the original, has a reputation, and is known as an elegant and floral spirit, a single malt whiskey of exquisite finesse and alluring complexity. Since 1843 it has remained truly original. And here on the back they are telling the most important thing is Glenmorangie is very up in the north. It's not in the real typical Highland region or the Speyside. No, it's in the Northern Highlands, north of Inverness, quite far away, quite remote. There are the tale about the 16 men of Tain, the 16 men which work inside the distillery. Well, I have no idea if today those 16 men are still there and what are they doing. Whenever I was there, I saw 3 or 4 in production, that's all. But 3 shifts, probably the 16 men of Tain is still true. No idea. In Gaelic language, Glenmorangie means Valley of Tranquility, perfectly describing the distillery's peaceful setting on the banks of the picturesque Donach Firth. Rare finesse, finest golden barley for the most often sold whiskey in Scotland, malt whiskey in Scotland, and mineral-rich water from the Glenmorangie distillery's own Tarlogie Springs. So this is different. Typical people say, the smooth and water, just pure and clean and everything. And here they say mineral rich. This is different. Come together in the tallest whiskey stills in Scotland. They are 6 meters high, 18 feet, really the tallest stills in Scotland, to produce a spirit of rare finesse and delicacy. High stills mean the alcohol and the fusel oils separate very well, and you receive a smooth whiskey. Perfect balance. A new spirit is then matured in the finest bourbon oak casks. Well, they did a lot. They changed from 3-time usage of casks, so first fill, second fill, third fill. They switched over to 2 fills, just first fill and second fill, and this increased quality a lot. Our pioneering research into the effect of wood selection on whiskey maturation has led to the development of bespoke casks crafted from slow-growth, air-seasoned wood from hand-selected oak trees. Those Ozark Mountains in Missouri, there those trees grow where they get their casks from. The spirit is gently matured in traditional stone-built, earth-floored warehouses, and it is only after 10 years that Glenmorangie reaches a perfect balance of sweetness and complexity. Earth-floored warehouses, I've seen forklifts with pallets and casks resting on pallets in so-called palletized warehouses. No idea if this is a marketing blur or whatever. Alluring complexity. The resulting mature spirit has a soft, alluring mouthfeel, blah, 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 blah. Icon of Scotland. Here we go. So it was a little bit boring. I have a small miniature. There are, of course, half bottles and full bottles. The whiskey, I'm afraid, is colored, has a little added spirit caramel for matching out the different batches in color. It's chill filtered, of course, 40% ABV. The price has risen in the past, but it's still affordable in Europe, around 30, 35. Yeah. Whenever you have a huge amount of whiskey filled into bottles, then you have dedicated bottling lines, and then the whiskey is really mixed in between the single casks in real huge quantities, so that the quality differences are very, very low. This is the advantage of mass production. The citrus is really dominant. In the back there's something cooling, like a little mint. Fruitiness, lots of fruit. But vanilla, no, not really. So this cooling mint is present, and the citrus note is showing the whiskey is from the Northern Highlands. It's always said those dominant citrus notes are coming from the Northern Highlands. In the start, the 40% ABV is a little weak, but then the oak is catching up, spiciness is coming, nutmeg, almonds, sweet almonds, vanilla is becoming stronger. And the citrus notes going over to tangerine. Yeah. Apple, pears, peaches. Those younger fruity components you find in a single malt whiskey. So the aroma and the taste is quite smooth, quite mild, fruitiness is dominant, and then there's a little kick of spice in the back, and the aftertaste is, well, longer due to this kick of spice, and the sweetness is there, little starting, mouth-watering, not too much. Yeah. So this is a mass compatible single malt whiskey, not too strong, not too intense, from the intensity comparable to a blended whiskey, but pure malt, single malt whiskey, which brings more character to the whiskey, but the high stills make it smooth. Thank you for watching. There's more to come. There are more bottles from Glenmorangie on the market. And stay tuned. And please add your comments in our vlog and to our whiskey database on Whisky.com.